Akai MPC One. Today I'm going to make, I guess what some people would call some house music. But I'm going to show you how to just start making something at 120 with a simple 4 on the floor. You know, you can start to get into other beats by just emulating the sounds or trying different drum patterns. We're going to talk about it. What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G's for Overtime Grind. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today I got the MPC One. I got my Smackers kit. I probably will load it up today and put it up on the site. It'll be for sale, probably $10. Today we are making some, I guess what they would call house music, you know? Our dance music, electronic dance. What it has is a simple 4 on the floor pattern. So we come in right at 120 and we just started with the 4 on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I would say my advice would be go listen to some of the music and see what kind of style you make. I come from Champaign, Illinois, family and heritage. A lot of people from Chicago and Mississippi, and house music's roots. A lot of house music's roots are in Chicago. I was also found by one of the DJs who was one of the early house music, I guess, godfathers, DJ Scrap Dirty, who was also head of Violator All-Star DJs, founded by Chris Lighty. So, you know, one of the major things in-house, you can have an organ, you can have just a 4 on the floor. You know, again, there's all kinds of ways that you can create your own style. But I've always kind of created an up-tempo type of dance music. You know, it's something that places a lot on television for me. And I use it as an opportunity to kind of dig into the sound. So like right now we're digging into the MPC organ plugin. First, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you check out the masterclass. I've done a lot of different work to the masterclasses, just recently organized them from need to know basis, how-to videos, tips and tricks, MPC plugins and DAW stuff. You get lifetime updates. You know, if you got a skinny MPC, you can buy the version that comes with over 45 gigs of sounds. You know, you could buy the middle version that comes with over 15 gigs of sounds, 45 expansions, or you can buy the middle and just get some of the one-shot sounds that I have. Also download the free drum kit. Follow me on all social media, 365 O.T.G. One of the things I wanted to talk about with this was the mentality of just creating music. You know, we've talked about it a couple times. I'm coming up on Friday, April 27th, for Wednesday, April 27th is the 12th year of on an overtime grind and being signed to myself. And one of the greatest things that I've learned about that and adapting a new workflow, first understanding what I'm creating music for, and then creating, being able to step outside of my personal taste and my producer ears and create things like this. You know, that's a very important part of it all, which all falls back onto knowing your machine. You know, so when you know whatever it is you're using, you know, you stick to it, you stumble through it, you try different combinations. Like now, I'm utilizing my Q links. It's my first time ever really messing with these knobs and this sound, you know, and you have the ability to save your presets, you have the ability to do some things. My advice is, you know, not every single time do you have to sit down and make great beats. You could try to, and you never really will know if the beat is great or not. You know, I can make a beat I think is great, play it for somebody, and they think it's mid. I could take a beat that I think is mid, play it for somebody, and they think is great. So in that aspect, you never really know, and you shouldn't stress yourself out trying to figure it out for the unknown. So what you should do is just sit down and learn your machine. You know, take some days, try different styles of music. This style of music, you know, allows me to go to different places inside of the sounds. It also allows me to use my Smackers kit in a different way other than just sample beats. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, you know, make sure you hit the notification bell. And so you could see we trying bells, we're in fabric, we're in the organ, we're here, we're there, you know. And the next thing is about the plugins. You know, I know a lot of you guys are hooked to the computer, and that's okay. So I'm really talking more to my standalone guys who just like to vibe out MPC only. I definitely think that the plugins are a necessity for any music lover. If you just love music and you love your MPC and you're looking to grow into it, like I've been in the MPC realm for probably, you know, since around 04 or 05. So, you know, over 15 years, easy. So, and I'm still growing into it. I've had the MPC 5000. I've had a bunch of them. These are my favorite out of all the MPCs that I owned. I feel like there's unlimited growth process. I love the form factor of the MPC One because it fits perfect in my studio. It can control everything, and it's reminiscent of the old MPCs. And like I said, when you start to practice and get into other styles of music or things that you wouldn't normally make, you know, I don't really watch tutorials anymore on how to make a specific kind of beat. You know, I just go listen to the song, find a song that I like in that style of music, and listen to the song and try to replicate, you know, in my way, what I heard or what I would like if I made the beat at the same speed, or if I was to try to make that same style of beat. So that's something that you could definitely utilize, and you can see already that if you watch my videos, just making this style of beat has me in different sections of the MPC that you don't normally see me working in. You know, I normally don't go into notes mode a lot and have to erase a lot. You know, he's spending a lot of time on the drums because the drums are super important to me, in my opinion, when it comes to creating this style of music. Make sure you stay to the end so you can hear the whole beat. I'm going to do it in a one pattern, my one sequence method. You know, another thing, always try different tempos. Mix your tempos and your timing up. Some things could be 16th notes, some things could be on an 8th, some things can be on a 32nd. You know, don't be afraid to try something. It's really only you there, so if it sounds whack, who's going to know? You know, a lot of times when I make beats, I have people around, and I don't really care if it sounds whack to them or not. It's not really up to them. They don't have to sell it, and they don't have to move it. I have to. So, you know, one of the things that I realize a lot of guys buy and get into production is because it gives you some sort of control in your life. You know, a lot of you guys work full-time jobs. A lot of the comments I get is, how do I become a force in the music business when I'm working a full-time job and I'm still learning my MPC and I'm still doing this and I'm still doing that? But beloved, that's why the name is Overtime Grind, because at the end of the day, you gotta figure it out. And while you try and figure it out, time is passing. So you need to either A, practice in the mid and the time while you're trying to figure it out. B, learn your machine better. You know, as Jay-Z would say, I practice 2 a day, so when the ball's thrown, I don't drop the ball when it's thrown my way. You know, so you should spend a lot of time just sharpening your sword, you know, and trying different things and really learning the limits of your machine. You know, people will say you can't keep a lot of things in the memory in this MPC, but you've seen me have a lot of stuff in the memory and push the limits. I've had 7 plugins loaded and not been anywhere close to filling out the memory. So there is no short answer. You're not going to buy a drum kit that's going to just magically make it work for you. There is no master class that's just going to get you to the money. You know, everything that you do is going to have some work behind it. And the best way to keep it from not being monotonous and not being overwhelming is to, especially with music, ear fatigue is real. So one of the great things to do is make different styles of music. So as you can see, this beats came along. I don't like to have more than 16 tracks in my beat. So, you know, I'm at 13 right now, which is kind of overwhelming. I could group my mutes, but in this case, I like to actually have access to all of them. So I'm going to go back and name them all. You know, we're going to press play, hit the pencil, and name it. And as I do this, you know, I just want to say, make more beats, man. Try different stuff. Try different BPMs. Try different drum patterns. Go into sounds that you wouldn't really use and chop it up. Change the pitch. Change the velocity. Get into some of the parts of your MPC that intimidate you and push some buttons. What's the worst thing that could happen? What's the worst thing that could happen? We're lucky that it don't auto-save, or if you have it where it auto-saves, if you change a parameter the wrong way and you start your MPC up and open up a new project, that parameter is going to be reset. So there really is no worry and should be no fear into actually digging into the MPC you purchased it. And, you know, if they live up to the brand of 35 years, you should be able to still have this in 20 years and it still do the job and really do what it needs to do. So, you know, make sure you keep those tips. It's just a couple tips for creating and the mindset of production and why you would make different styles of beats, what different styles of beats do for you, you know, and why some days you should just sit down and go through your chord progressions, go through your playing chords, go through, if you don't have the MPC plugins, go through the plugins that you have, you know, hit that Q-Link button and turn some knobs and see how the sound changes. You know, you're only going to be as good as your sound is, and if you're using the same sounds everybody else has, you're going to have a problem. But what you can do is use a piano. Say somebody uses a piano in their beat, you can find your own piano that sounds in tune to what the style of music you do and make it work. You get what I'm saying? So now we're going to go ahead with this one sequence method. You know, we copied it out. Also try different combinations. That's why I like to do the one sequence method, because I might take this method right here, take this beat that I'm going to make right now in this video, save it to my SP404 MK2. You know, when I go on my daily walks, listen to it, and I might want to change the whole arrangement. I might come up with an idea and start to write a song to it, but the timing's a little off. Part of being a producer is that I know how to come back and fix and change and edit the beat so it works in the way of the song and helps give the song the direction that it needs. You understand? So I'm gonna focus on this, and then I'll tap in about a minute when we're done. sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you check out the masterclass. It's got lifetime updates, so that's the way you could support the channel. That's the way you could support me if you find value with anything that I've done in this video and you want to show support. If you watched it this far, I'm thankful enough, man. I appreciate it. I really just want to say, make more beats, man, and push yourself. It's summertime 2023. The only thing holding you back is you. So get organized, get motivated, and start creating. Guess what? It's your brother O.T.G.